Hey guys, so as I'm sure you already know, Eon has made a splash with their GameCube HDMI adapters, but now they're back with something new, the Super 64. That's right, we finally have an easy solution when it comes to upgrading your N64 games to a nice, crisp and clean 480p image through HDMI, with no pesky input lag. Before this, there were of course other options like the Ultra HDMI mod, but that was kind of pricey, and then you had to mod your system on top of that. And if you wanted to purchase your already modded N64, that would set you back at least $300 to $400, at least from what I've seen. So when I heard they were coming out with this little HDMI adapter, I was very happy. Besides the Super Nintendo, the N64 was another pretty big part of my childhood. I spent many hours playing Super Mario 64 and Yoshi's Story, but I strangely don't always feel the urge to come back to play titles on this system. A lot of this had to do with how the graphics aged. I first noticed this about 10 years ago when I was playing GoldenEye in 4-player mode, and I could hardly see what I was looking at. So maybe now I'll give my poor old N64 some more attention. You simply plug the adapter into the output port on your N64 and pop that right into your HDMI TV or monitor for some new and improved N64 action. I don't usually add things like scan lines or clean mode when I'm playing retro games on clone consoles or when using adapters, but with this thing, I might have to. They have something called slick mode, which, well, makes everything look more slick. And you can tell if slick mode is on or not by looking at the little light on top of your adapter. I loved using this option. I think it already looks better with just the 480p upscaling, but slick mode helped make everything look nice and clean. Sharp, but not too sharp. I tried out GoldenEye because that was one of the games I felt aged the poorest. And I also tried out Yoshi's Story because that was one of my favorites growing up, and it just makes me happy. So here are some comparisons.
Yoshi. 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 Yoshi.
The device itself matches the classic black and red aesthetic, and they even took attention to detail with the packaging. Like the GameCube adapter, the box looks like a mini N64 console, and it looks super cute sitting next to the GameCube adapter box. Right now, the Super 64 is only designed to be used for the original North American N64 consoles and the Japanese N64 consoles. But a PAL version is on its way. The device retails for $149.99 on Castlemania Games. Sure, that might sound a little high, but compared to previous upscaling options for this system, it's really not that bad in my opinion. What I'm really hoping for next is an adapter that'll work with RGB, kind of like their second GameCube adapter. I would love to play my N64 on my BVM, but for now, HDMI is totally fine. So will you guys be getting this thing? Or do you not really feel the need to upscale your N64 games? Let me know in the comments, and thank you so much for watching. See you next time!